Hey, good morning guys. It's Steve Kelly here of Kelly Percussive Arts. Welcome to the next segment of Producer's Points. So today's topic is something that kind of kicked in. I was up early today, getting some rehearsal time in for a recording session I have coming up, playing some drums for a few tracks. And one of the key elements that kind of kicked in today that I find a lot of artists coming in the studio seem to have a little trouble with, and it comes to the area of practice and preparation. Okay, so many artists are just so excited and so eager, as we all are, to get in the studio and create and come up with some wonderful stuff. They forget about all the preparation, and all the practicing in order to make that time in the studio, the most productive possible. For example, today I've got a session kicking in later today, around somewhere around 11 o'clock. I was in the studio today, a little excessive, I know, but I was in the studio today about 5 o'clock. Just woke up early this morning, couldn't sleep, said, you know what, since I can't sleep, might as well be productive. Got in the studio, took my charts in, and I've been rehearsing for the last couple of hours. And I do that quite regularly, not 5 o'clock in the morning, but I do that quite regularly with a lot of sessions. I remember one session comes to mind where all the preparation and practicing made the huge impact that it did on this one particular set of sessions with this one producer. A couple of weeks before we even got into the session, I was in contact with the producer, spoke with him about what type of drum sound he wanted, gave him a variety. I have 4 different drum sets, all different snares, a wide variety of cymbals and so forth, so we had good communication. I was very clear on what type of sound he wanted, and then I was able to get the type of appropriate drum heads and so forth, tune the kit kind of the way he wanted. I got in extra early the day of the session to get the drums acclimated to the temperature and humidity of the room, got it all tuned up, so by the time we went to finally get drum sounds, it was smooth sailing. The other thing I did to really prepare is I made sure that since we were playing to a click, I found out exactly what the tempos were all the songs, and through one of the programs I used, Digital Performer, I was able to map out all the tempo changes, because there were some tempo changes in a couple segments of the songs, put it all on markers and so forth. I was so well prepared that I actually ended up directing the band. I was the hired gun, and I was directing the band because they didn't know the arrangements of their own songs, so things like that. And helped with the producer because he was able to import my click track and so forth into his sessions, and it gave him all the markers, so it really helped him in that aspect. So again, taking a little extra time to be prepared, be practiced and rehearsed, that way when you finally hit that downbeat, when it comes to that song, the biggest thing I see a lot of young artists when they get in the studio is they let their emotion take control of them, and they're blowing take after take after take, which translates into a lot of wasted money, And then playing with the click, oh, I can't do it, the click messes me up. Hogwash. It all comes down to practice and preparation. If you're not able to groove with a click when you get in the studio, it's because you're just still inexperienced with it. It's just another life skill you have to learn. Put in the time in your practice before you even worry about learning the music. Just groove into a metronome, whether it's keeping time at all dynamic ranges, your fills, all that kind of stuff, that when you get to songs, you're not thinking of, oh, I got to do all this stuff, read this chart if you're reading charts, and keep groove. It should just be, just like your heart. You don't think about it, it runs on its pulse. That's it. So all comes with practice, preparation. I hope these tips help you out. It's what's got me through a ton of sessions, and I guarantee you, you put in the time, it's like a bank account. You put in the time and investment, it's going to grow for you. All right, guys, so I'm Steve Kelly of Kelly Percussive Arts. If you have any questions anytime, please hit me up. Steve at Kelly Percussive Arts. Looking forward to hearing from you. Catch you in the next one. Ciao.